Everybody, welcome into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. That highway has been a big difference maker for LA1. If you're going to Grand Isle or Fouchon to get the new high rise and the bridge over Leeville, that was phase one when that came in. Phase two now, $463 million to go from Golden Meadow to connect with that bridge in Leeville. Here to talk about it is the director of the LA1 Coalition, also the director of the the Morganza Action Committee as well, coalition as well. It's Henri Boulet. Thanks so much, Henri, for being here. You've been working on this project for a long time, so no one better to get a better update on the LA1. But it's moving along. That's one thing about this drought, right? We didn't miss many days of construction. Huh?
We didn't miss many days of construction. We had no hurricanes, so the contractor, just sailed through the summer, and it's doing very well. The project's about 16% complete, and let's show some slides.
16%.
Give everyone.
So when's the final date?
It should be complete in 2027.
Yeah, okay, 3 years. Yeah.
But what everyone is looking at now is the initial on-ramp when you will get on the highway in Golden Meadow. It'll fork off from the 4-lane highway called 3235, or the back road. It'll slowly elevate, as in this photo. It's going to build up in elevation to 21 feet there, so it could cross over the South Lafourche levee. Now, on the right in this photo is the South Lafourche levee, and the water there is the Bayou Canal where they took the dirt to make the levee. So the highway runs in the Bayou Canal, slowly elevates.
On the inside.
On the inside, and once it crosses over the levee, then it's outside of the protection system, and will go down 8 miles down to Leeville and tie into the existing Leeville Bridge. So
we've been waiting for that for a long time. Right?
Oh yeah. So next slide, please.
And like I say, so now it's up to 22 feet right here, right?
That's correct. This is where it's crossing over the South Lafourche levee system. And the Corps of Engineers acts at the project build a T-wall in the levee. So you see those cement pads, and that there's a T-wall that goes 95 feet down into the levee. And that cement comes up in a wall to 21-foot elevation, and the highway will cross over at 22-foot clearance. This is being done so that if the South Lafourche Levee District ever gets an appropriation from Congress to raise their levees to 21, the section under the highway will already be done.
Right. And and then already 95 feet in the ground.
That's
not going to be a weak spot.
Right. That's to make sure there'll be no seepage under that point. So next slide, please. So here's a picture after it's crossed over the levee and it's heading south to Leeville. What's incredible in this photo, it shows the trestle system that they're building it with. So the rusty looking piling and the blue piling are just temporary pilings where they lay tracks, a trestle, and the cranes travel on that trestle, and they build the highway underneath the trestle. So you could see in the middle, they're putting down cement piers that are white and caps that connect the piers. And these cranes travel on the trestle. They build the highway. The good thing about this is that it eliminates the need to dredge a construction canal along the highway right-of-way and build it from barges. That would be much more time-consuming. So using this, what they call end-on method, because they build some, then they build another section, and they crane out and put out more pilings. It's an environmentally friendly way to build an elevated highway over wetlands.
And how far did it go? A mile, maybe?
That photo had them about a half mile past the levee.
I got you. That's interesting.
They have 8 miles to go in total to get to Leeville. So next photo. This slide just shows as they're heading south toward Leeville. They've passed over the levee, and that just gives you an idea of the cranes involved. It's quite a unique contraption where they the cranes go back and grab a piling, and then they track all the way back to where they have to put that piling down. So, folks, when you're on Highway 90 and you see these large cement pilings coming down from Mississippi, they're probably coming to the LA1 project, because we'll use several thousand in 8 miles of highway.
Wow.
So also, there's some changes in how the state's going to operate the tolling system. That's going to become effective on November 9th. And
Of this year.
This year. So if we could show that first slide on the tolling change. There we go. So basically, the state is DOTD is letting a contractor that also runs their tolling on the Belle Chase Bridge will operate our tolls for us from this point on. You won't know much change if you have a Go Pass. But if you do not have a Go Pass, you're going to be able to go through the LA1 tolls. A camera will take a picture of your license plate, and you will get billed the amount of the toll plus 90 cents. And that's for the work it takes to bill you and the postage and so forth. And generally, if you pay that amount, if your toll is $4 or $5, you pay that within 30 days, you're good. After that, certain fees apply.
Sure.
But really, most people won't see any change in this. You can still go to gopass.com and, get all the information if you want to get a Go Pass. That works where you apply for the Go Pass. They take $25 off your credit card, and you use up that $25 as many times as you go down to Fourchon or Grand Isle. So next slide. So really, people won't see much change at this. People who go to Fourchon or Grand Isle 10 times in a month do get a 40% discount, the commuter discount. And everyone else pays by their plate. So, all right, next slide. So if people would like to get a Go Pass, they can go to customer service at gopass.com, and that's kind of the LSU way to go, GEAUX, gopass.com. Our customer service center is going to close just for a few days while the new company trains the current staff in there to their new computer system. But it'll reopen on November 20th. So if anyone would like to stop in there, it's in Golden Meadow on Highway 3235, and you're invited to stop in on Monday through Friday, business hours.
All right. Well, thanks for the update, and I guess next time we'll talk about Morganza to the Gulf, right?
That's right. I'm excited to get back and give you guys an update. We have a lot of great progress happening on the Morganza to the Gulf hurricane system.
Right. Well, Henri, Boulet, thanks so much for stopping by.
Okay. Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right after this.